Lions TV, we are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lifts Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see in and around my grid. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2020, then please keep it in the Millwall family. Check out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. We won yesterday by 2-0. I'm still buzzing over it. I haven't gone to the pub today, which can mean only one thing. You're going to get your post-match analysis on a Sunday like you used to. And it's knuckling back down to business in Lions TV Towers. Talking of knuckling down to business, Gary Rowett starting 11 and substitutes were out all day long yesterday. And let's start out by taking a look at the aforementioned gaffer and the 11 he picked to start the match. New signing Ryan Woods comes straight into the starting 11 and we reverted back to a 4-4-2 which we've come to know and maybe love so often down the years under Neil Harris. It was Bartosz Bulkowski in goal, Marlon Romeo right back, Murray Wallace left back, Alex Pearce dropped out the side and Sean Hutchinson and Jake Cooper were preferred to play in central defence. Jeb Wallace was on the right of midfield, Shane Ferguson was chosen to play on the left, central midfield was Ryan Woods and Jason Malumbi, and up front, as we said, it was a 4-4-2 and a big man, little man, with Matt Smith and the Bradshaw. Was I surprised we went to a 4-4-2? Yeah, I suppose I was, really. You know, we've been doing very well away with a 3 at the back, and at home with a 3 at the back. We've won 4 games in a row now. That was including yesterday. So going into that one yesterday, it was 3 straight wins, 2 of those in the league and 1 against Newport in the Cup. So I'm not knocking it. I wasn't as impressed with our shape yesterday as I was. I love that new formation that Gaffer plays, where we play 3 centre-backs, then 2 just in front of them out wide, 2 in the middle, 2 in front of them out wide, and 1 up front. It's sort of, I don't think teams can deal with it. I don't think they can work out who's supposed to be where on the pitch, and I think you find players popping up in areas of the pitch that have no right to be in. But, so yeah, I was surprised that Gary Rowett went back to 4-4-2. Has he played a lot of 4-4-2? I can't really remember. I think he hasn't played a lot of 4-4-2 under Rowett. But listen, I have full faith in this Gaffer. I'm not going to try and second-guess anything that he's doing, anything that he's saying. I love everything about the man. I'm just absolutely, if I wasn't before, sold on Gary Rowett as being our manager and taking us forward as a club. And as Pete said in his fan cam after the game, this is the best it's been for a long, long time. And I actually said that to Mini-Me during the game. Drink it in. You'll never see anything like this again, to quote Martin Tyler, because we are in a very good place as a club. And Gary Rowett just continues to do the right things. And yesterday was a prime example of that. Getting results away from home, getting results at home, and then he switches it up to a 4-4-2, and it's very good to have strength and depth and variation in our play. Ryan Woods, I'll get onto him first before we go on about anything else. A very assured, a good debut. You can see he's got class about him. You can see that there is a lot more to come from him, though he's only obviously had 1 training session in and around the first team. I believe that's on Thursday or Friday. And you can just see that he's going to be a top player for us, along with Jason Malumbi, by the way. Wow. Jason Malumbi, the problem we got with Jason Malumbi is now we're never going to be able to buy him because they're going to want some serious dough for a very, very talented young midfielder. But getting back to Ryan Woods, yes, he looked a bit rusty, and I'm not talking about his haircut. You could see he needs to be in and around the team playing game time in general, and with the current group of players he's just joined. So it was a good debut in my book for a player that hasn't played a lot of first team football at all. But I can still see that where the class he's got, there's a lot more to come from him. Let's get into the game. So the game starts out and we do the early pressing for about the first 20 minutes to memory. Lots of balls out wide, lots of overlapping, lots of people getting in good areas, lots of people getting beyond, fullbacks getting beyond midfielders, and good deliveries going into the box. But we just couldn't seem to get on the end of anything, could we? It wasn't, either A, wasn't falling for us, or B, again, similar to the Barnsley game at home the other month, which I praised their defence for. I think they just defended well, Reading. I think Reading are a very good side. Although they wasn't at their best yesterday, I just think that is because we didn't allow them to be at their best. And it was a little spell in the first half where they popped the ball very nicely, crisp, sharp, interchanges, movement off the ball was decent. And again, that's credit to our team, our defence and our manager, because we nullified them and we didn't allow them to play. But I think they still look dangerous. I think they're a good side. And I'll be surprised if they finish where they finish in the league. I think you'll see them rise up the table. And as I said in one of the fan cams after the game, I actually said, I don't think, although we've won 2-0 against a good side, I don't think we'll get the full credit we deserve for that yesterday, because that was a very professional, outstanding performance from top to bottom, from start to finish. So, well done to the boys. But as I said, we had a lot of possession in that first half. We slung a lot of balls into the box. We had a lot of corners. We just couldn't make that possession pay off, and I don't know why that was. But Well, that was a physical side. That was part of it, and they was good defensively. Let's have it right. Eventually, well, the one notable chance of the half we did have after maybe Marlon Romeo put one left-footed over the bar. I think one Jem Wallace went in for a tackle and it didn't quite drop for Bradshaw. Obviously, Bradshaw was booked because he was alleged to have dived in the box. He thought it was a penalty. It looked like a penalty from where I was sitting. But obviously, I'm a Millwall fan, and I'm going to say that. Leeds fans will obviously say he probably dived. But the one notable chance did fall to Tom Bradshaw. And I think he didn't realise how much time he had, or he thought he was going to get clattered by the goalkeeper. But it forced him 6 yards out, not even 6 yards out, and he heads it straight at the goalkeeper, which is unlike Bradshaw. He's a fox in the box, and he don't need many chances to make him count. And his conversion rate must be, I mean, I've not seen it, but it must be decent. But yeah, the best chance of the half missed by Tom Bradshaw. And we moved into the second half, and then we continued to press with good possession without really troubling again the goalkeeper. Marlon Romeo hits another shot into the side netting. He was phenomenal, by the way, Marlon Romeo. And I've said this, I haven't said this before, but I'm going to say it now. In the past, I've been critical of Marlon Romeo's defensive displays, and I still think he's got a lot to learn defensively, but let's take nothing away from Marlon Romeo. He must be a terrific professional. The reasons being he's 23 years old, and with every manager that comes in, he manages to fight off good, strong competition in his place. Jason McCarthy's obviously just gone to Wickham on loan because he couldn't get in front of Romeo. Before that, obviously, you had Conor McLaughlin, Northern Irish international, came to us from Fleetwood, has now gone to Sunderland, and I've rated Conor. I thought he was a great player, but he couldn't get in front of Marlon Romeo. And before that, obviously, Sean Cummins was there, and it just shows the character and the professionalism and the quality and the promise of Marlon Romeo that he keeps. These players just keep coming in for his position. He just keeps knocking them down. So fair play to Marlon. He was outstanding yesterday. He's very exciting to watch going forward. And I think at 23 years of age, he's still a brilliant prospect for Millwall's future. I think sometimes, me included, forget how long, how young he is simply because how long he's been around the club. So well done to Marlon if I don't say it enough, because I know sometimes I get from shit in the comments for not saying it enough. So me and Danny are sitting there yesterday and we're bouncing off each other, giving our opinions, setting the world to rights like I'm sure all other fans do, sitting in and around the ground. And I'm saying, bring on AOB for Bradshaw, because it wasn't Bradshaw's greatest game, and bring on Mahoney for Ferguson. And I was critical of Mahoney at Stoke. He frustrates me, Mahoney, because I know how fucking good he is. I can see how good he is. He's proven to be that good. He got Young Player of the Year at Birmingham, and how good he was in pre-season, and flashes we've seen of him this season, at Luton, for example, and again yesterday to make the first goal, which I'll get onto shortly. I'm going to say something slightly harsh. I would rather play Mahoney with a blindfold on than play Shane Ferguson, even if Mahoney's not at it. He's just got that bit of quality that you need. Shane Ferguson, for me, he's not a bad squad player. I can cope with him coming on left back or left midfield as a substitute. But for me, he can't start, and he's not good enough to start in this division. And it's nothing against the guy, I don't know him, but I've been saying that for a long, long time. And Mahoney, when he came on, which I was calling for, and I'm sure a lot of other fans were, just proved why you've got to have that. Reading held two lines of three, surprisingly, three centre-halves they had to me at one point, and three sitting in front of that. And as a result, six behind the ball every time he was coming forward. I could see from where I was sitting, it looks increasingly difficult to break him down. But this is Gary Rowett for you. Again, under a Neil Harris regime, would we have not? And I'm not knocking Harris. We're just at a different level now. We're just at a different level. He set our stall out, and now Gary Rowett's taken us to the next level, in my opinion. And I think yesterday, Harris may have settled for the draw. He would have gone left back for left back, left mid for substitutions. I said to Danny, and Danny agreed. There was no way he was resting on his laurels yesterday. He would have gone for the win. Without doubt, he wanted to go for that win. Even if it was 5 minutes to go, he would have gone for it. He's got full belief in this squad, and that we need to try and win as many games as possible. And we can play with that freedom now, because we are definitely not going to get relegated. I told you we weren't. But eventually the substitute comes. And if you look at it now, I didn't really clock onto this yesterday, the times he's made the substitutions and the substitutions he's made, as I think Danny rightly said in his fan cam, he's won us the game route with his tactical prowess, shall we say. He's brought on Conor Mahoney. Mahoney runs along the edge of the box, takes on four players, squares it to Jed. Jed clips one in, it drops to Jake Cooper. We get a little bit of luck for the first time in the afternoon. I don't know what Coops was doing up there or where he was attempting to run off with the ball, but he sort of trips over his own feet, and it falls to Matt Smith, who'd missed a similar chance earlier on in the game, and he strikes across the keeper, left-footed, great strike, in off the inside of the post. And again, Matt Smith, listen, I called it as I see it on this channel, and I said at the start of the season, I don't think you get 10 goals combined out of Matt Smith and Bavarsson in the league this season. And Matt Smith is putting me to bed. And I love that. That's what I want. I want to be proven wrong. I want every Millwall player to be brilliant. Because if every Millwall player is brilliant, like I've said before, the club does well, the channel does well, I'm a fan. It's win-win all round. We get promoted, we go up, the channel moves to the next level. So All I want is brilliant Millwall players at this club. I want all the players to do well. I want to keep it positive. And under Gary Rowett, I cannot do anything other than keep it positive. Brilliant from Matt Smith. I think that's about 7 or 8 goals for him this season. It has to be. And we're 1-0 up. And again, usually we'd have shitty bum time, wouldn't we, last 10 minutes. But the gaffer doesn't rest on that. He takes off Matt Smith. He puts on Bavardson. I would have rather put on AOB. But then, there you go. It proves what I fucking know, doesn't it? Jeb Wallace runs through the middle. And I was saying to him, release it at the right time, release it at the right time. And he released it at an absolute perfect time. It's all Bavardson had to do. There was a lot for Bavardson to do, don't get me wrong, and I still don't think he's good enough for his standard of football. But it was a great ball from Wallace. It was a great touch and finish. One touch out his feet across the Reading keeper against his old club. What a time to get your first goal in league football for Millwall and your first goal at the Den. So it was brilliant. And the feeling I got yesterday, I thought we was going to draw the game before the game. With the addition of Ryan Woods, I may have changed my mind and seen it was a 4-4-2. But we was pressing so much and we didn't score. And I thought it was going to be another frustrating afternoon. So the feeling of relief when Matt Smith scored was superb yesterday. And then Bavardson to get a second. And after that, let's be honest, it could have been 3 or 4 chances galore. A brilliant header from someone, which the goalkeeper pulls off a fantastic save. And somehow the ref says it came off the bar and it's a goal kick. The referee, by the way, yesterday, Danny's got a theory on it. He thinks that the FA will do anything to fuck us over from getting in the Premier League. And that is the faults of Danny from Lions TV, by the way, not the faults of Millwall Football Club. But I hate saying refs are shit and we get fucked over by refs. But when we've won a game as comprehensively as we have yesterday, I've got to point and just say that the ref last week at Stoke was ridiculous. And again, yesterday, you know, this no one likes us mentality and reputation we've got. We love, but it does seem to fuck us over as referees. And yesterday, the referee was an absolute joke. And you'd like to say that you hope that something would happen from it, but you just know it won't. It is Millwall, and it is what it is. The world does seem to be against us. But listen, fuck it. That's how we like it. It was a brilliant win, a very professional performance all round. Buzzing, the channel's buzzing, the social was buzzing after the game. Fan cams galore. I actually forgot to press record for one more fan cam at the very end. So sorry to Conor O'Mara for making you stay back to do an interview, mate, and then not getting out. Sorry about that. It was a very good interview. But there you go. The dizzy heights of 7th in the Championship. We are level on points with Nottingham Forest, although they've got games in hand. But all we can do now is keep looking up. We can play with freedom. We can play without fear. We can play with confidence and the knowledge that we've got a fantastic manager. Good crowd there yesterday. Good atmosphere. And long may it continue. We've got a lot of difficult games coming up now. I think we've got Preston, West Brom, Leeds. We've obviously got a break next week for the Cup, which could fuck us. Fuck the momentum up. I just hope it doesn't. I'd rather be going away to Leeds next week at Ellen Road, let's be honest, and try and keep this momentum going because their wheels are starting to come off just for a change. But yeah, we have a break next week for the FA Cup, and then after that it is back to league business with back-to-back away games against Leeds and Sheffield Wednesday. So listen, all to play for, nothing to fear, and we go into those games full of confidence, and in Gary Rowett we trust. So just finally, before I wrap up, sometimes I make notes, sometimes I don't. I have made notes today, and I've just got written down there, which I haven't mentioned yet on my notes, Romeo Malumbi Wallace. That's Murray Wallace, although Jeb Wallace he's just got to that level we expect from him. He was brilliant yesterday. Murray Wallace, unbelievable. Jason Malumbi, it's going to be a shame to see him go at the end of the season unless we can pull £5 million out of our arse. And Marlon Romeo, as I've mentioned him already, man of the match for me yesterday, Marlon. These are exciting times at our club. Exciting times, and I'm absolutely loving every minute of it. So that's your lot for this post-match analysis video. As you may or may not have seen, we got banned from YouTube for 7 days. Go back and look at one of our older videos if you want to see exactly why. But as a result, I don't know what's happened. Our comments have been disabled in the videos. I haven't done that on purpose. I like people to call me a wanker, whatever, or have your opinions on a game. Some people always look out for their comments. A guy called Thomas Flatter, who's actually a Man United fan, he fascinates me with his comments. So I haven't disabled the comments on purpose in the videos, and I am trying to work out what's going on to try and get them switched back on ASAP. I may do a live stream tomorrow. I'm back in a full flow and pushing. And while I'm here, I might as well push the Patreon page. 3 people sign up overnight for our Patreon page, and obviously videos go out on there every Wednesday. So don't be shy to sign up to our Patreon page. If you want some extra content, fuck me, you get enough free content, then you don't really need to sign up to the Patreon page. But if you do, I will be forever grateful. As I said, I might do a live stream tomorrow night, but that's your lot for now. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, boys and girls. Please subscribe to Lions TV. In Gary Rowett we trust. Come on, you Lions.